Hey Bougie, how you doing? It's Terry from Hey Bougie Lifestyle. How are you? Before I get started, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. You know I like hanging out with you guys, and I always have something to share. Thanks, Bougie. So I just want to get on here and just chit chat for a minute with you guys. That's all. I'm gonna have me a iced coffee. So I thought, you know what? A little chit chat. You know what? Chit chat with my bougie friends. So anyway, I just want to tell you about something that happened to me. Yes, a couple days ago, I went to shopping. I went to Marshalls. I'm familiar with Marshalls, and and so I'm shopping in the aisle. Now these things always happen to me, and I just want to know if you guys think that I'm a little bit weird with my personal space. But so I'm shopping and I'm looking at these shoes. So I get these shoes. They're really cute little sporty loafer shoe. I'll show you. And I have my cart, and so this woman walks by me in the aisle. Starbucks, medium roast, black, unsweetened. Um, and she says, "Oh, those shoes are really cute." And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "They're like walking on a cloud. They were so comfortable when I tried them on." So she says, "Oh," she says, "Can I see them?" I said, "Yeah, sure." She said, "Can I try them on?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm thinking, And she goes, um, she puts her foot in my shoe. So I'm like, and so then, later on, um, I mentioned it to my girlfriend. I said, this woman, I had these shoes in my cart, and she asked me, could she try my, could she see my shoe? Could she try my shoe on? She was like, what? I was like, yeah. She was like, that's, she was like, that's nasty. That's weird. That's gross. I was like, yeah, I thought it was weird, that you would ask me, could you try something on that was in my cart? But the whole part of her trying my shoe on, I thought about, I said, well, we all try on the shoes. I had put my feet in several pairs. And, you know, I'm sure that other people try their shoe on too. But I guess just to see it once I have it, once I once I've have it in my cart, it's mine at that moment. So seeing it, kind of plays on your your head. So anyhow, I you know I thought it was weird too. After but then I had to kind of rationalize. I said, well, anyway, I'm gonna just have to spray them with some disinfect so that I just don't keep thinking about it. But how many people's feet could have been in those shoes, right? Mine was in them, and another one's too. But it was weird, just to walk up to someone and try to take something out of their cart and try it on. Anyhow, then I went to Walmart. It was in the same shopping center, and this woman is in the line behind me. And as a matter of fact, while I was shopping, I noticed her in the store, but you see people, but she got in the line behind me, and narrow, very narrow space, and she's like standing real close up, behind me. So I move around my cart because I wanted to start, number one, getting my stuff up onto the counter. And so she's very like close on my cart, and then I notice she's leaning on my cart like this. My groceries are right there, right? And she's leaning. But she was speaking in a very low voice. Um, Same small, and went on to getting my things up, and she started telling me, she's like, you know, she said something about, she started talking about something religious, but like I said, I really couldn't hear her too well because she was talking very low, and I'm trying to get my groceries up, in the Walmart, I'm busy and noisy and everything it is in the Walmart. And so then she said, she starts saying something to me about generational curses. And I'm like, okay. She's like, and she's talking about that. And then she's, telling me she has a church service coming up that she wants me to come to. And I'm like, delicious. So I'm at this point, I'm like, first of all, please move from over my groceries because she's leaning on top of my groceries and I need my cart. She's she's leaning there and I say, excuse me, I want to get my stuff up, So I actually pull my cart, push my cart up away from her, not away from, but I say, excuse me, because I want to get around and get my stuff. And, so she finally leans up off of it. And, and I try to push it up a little bit, but then she gets right back up against it. Because I'm trying to, get around the sides and get stuff out. And then she starts going in my car, lifting out stuff. And I'm like, then I push my cart again. I'm like, okay, please. I'm thinking to myself, please stop touching my stuff. Please back off, sis. It's like this woman wasn't taking any of my cues. I'm pushing my cart away. I'm, trying to get my stuff up. And I didn't want to, come off as, you know, like be abrupt with her or anything, but she was invading my personal space and it was bothering me. And you know, I I didn't want to be abrupt with her. It takes me a minute to get to that point. And it's like she was just, I guess she felt like, I don't know, like she could just keep pushing her, whatever her agenda, purpose, whatever it is, and what she was trying to tell me was probably very important to her. But I'm trying to do something, handle my transaction. And I started to feel uncomfortable because a lot of times people try to distract you, you know, so that they can do something, devious, and she could have been, and I think she was, coming from a good place, but I needed my space. I needed to concentrate because when I'm in that line, it's all, everything's going here, up here, everything's going, how much am I spending? Do I need everything that I'm getting? Which card am I pulling out to pay? I got a lot of things going on up here. So I'm like, lady, please, I'm thinking to myself, please stop touching my stuff. Stop. You're talking to me, in this really low voice, so I have to strain to hear you. I don't want to appear rude and ignore you, because it's one thing I cannot stand is rudeness. I believe, everybody deserves to be treated with respect, be polite, but I'm feeling like this woman was being rude by invading my personal space, touching my things, she took a bottle of milk that I had and she just picked it up and she started, looking at it and reading and turning around. And I just like, I know people touch your stuff because, it's in the market. But why are you touching my things that are going home with me? Just like with the shoes, and listen, my background, I'm an etiquette coach, and etiquette coach, modeling training, this is what I did for a living for a long time. So it's, those, these things are going in my head the whole time. You have to handle this a certain way. You don't want to, make this woman feel uncomfortable or anything, but she's making me feel uncomfortable. So at this point, I have to kind of like, put that little wall up, and it takes me a minute to do that though, because I'm open, I'm inviting, I smile at people, I like people, I like to be friendly with people. So I think that's part of the problem. People don't know how to take the cues and know when to back off or how far to go. Some people just keep going, 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 and I think that's what happened there. But, I finally, got to handle my business. I was a little, got a little flustered because, she's keeps talking to me, trying to taking my attention away from what I was doing. And like I said, I didn't want to be rude. I'm not going to be rude, but you got to be firm. Sometimes you got to be firm. And I'm like, this is what happens to me when I come outside. This is what happens. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was, an interesting shopping trip. But I'm very, 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 very. I, when it comes to my personal space, I gotta have that. Give me that personal space, especially after the pandemic. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Don't do a whole lot of touching. It's like, just let's keep our distance, smile, talk from a distance, but you have to take cues. You got to take the cues from people. And, once you see that body language change, like someone moves around, like I did, like a little move around, and take those cues. You can't keep, pushing, you know. Um, and she was, a nice lady, beautiful lady, but come on, don't to distract someone while they're doing a financial transaction. No. And to get into someone's personal space and touch someone's personal things, and you don't even know this person. No. So I think she was being rude. Um, you know, it's just, you just have to, when you go out, you just have to be careful. You have to be mindful of, what's going on around you. And sometimes, when people start all that talking to you and everything, and, especially when you're trying to do something like that, it makes me feel a little uneasy because I think you're trying to distract me for some reason. But anyway, I mean, I don't think she was, but I think that, I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to just for peace of mind, I'm going to spray those shoes down with some disinfect because those are some cute shoes and they're comfortable. I'm not giving up my comfort for my crazy. And I'm going to just, go on and, just put it out of my head. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was an interesting day. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm going to drink my coffee. Have a good day and stay bougie.